Let's talk about time management. It's going to be like the number one thing that if you can figure out how to manage your time, it's like the best work-life balance, regardless of what your life looks like. Really knowing what is every minute of the day spent. Is it spent on something I choose to do, or is it spent on something I feel like I have to do, right? So at the end of the day, everybody, we can't change time. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, but it's up to you to decide what you do with it, right? And if you look below, you see a little equation that there's 24 hours in a day, which means there's 160 hours in a week. And even if you spend 8 hours a week, 8 hours a day sleeping, 8 hours a day working, and 6 hours a day on whatever else you want to do, it would still leave you 30 hours per week. So what do you do with it? Do you spend it scrolling through Facebook and social media, or wandering around the house, picking a few things up, but really with no focus? We can really waste so much time if we don't know what we're doing with our day. So remember the $26 an hour that we want you to make at a minimum. So can you find 2 hours a day to work your pamper chef business, to work for your family's goals and dreams, for your goals and dreams, right? Whatever that may look like for you. So the number one thing that changed my life years ago, when I felt like so overwhelmed, I felt like I was working all the time, I was really close to throwing in the towel, and I learned about making a schedule. And I want you guys to print out the little schedule below. And even if that's not the one you keep forever and it goes in a Google Calendar or it looks a little different for you, I want you to print that out. And I want you to look at your week like this blank white page. And I want you to put all your other commitments in it first. So anything that, if you work 40 hours a week, scratch that off. But don't just scratch off your 40 hours a week. Like, what else does that mean? How long is your drive to work? Like every time that you're going to spend the same thing doing every single week, block it, right? I like to put my family time in like yellow. I like the little highlighters, and it's like family time. I like to do any money income producing activities. I'll make them green. Anything for me personally, like going to the gym or whatever, that's pink. So I want you to block it in times. And then I want you to look at it and be like, okay, now where does Pamper Chef fit in? Where can I fit it in? An hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, or 15 minutes in the morning, an hour and 45 minutes at night, or 30 minutes during lunch. Like, I want you to block the time off, because when you know when you're going to work, you're going to feel less overwhelmed. And that is it's not just a Pampered Chef tip, it's a great tip for life, to really schedule out your life. So when you're with family, you're with family. When you're working, you're working. When you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on yourself and investing in you, right? So go make that schedule and go post a picture of you and your new schedule in our director page.